water signs, really sorry it's so late this month. It's canning season, and so everything's got to be put away. But we'll get straight to your reading. If you've not seen me before, I do 3 cards for career, finances, relationships and general. And with that, I pull a present card, or what you're dealing with presently, and an advice card to go with it. So it's short and sweet. Right, so we're going to look at Cancer then first. Pull 2 oracle cards, because they often, I find, not just help me to kind of see what's going on, but they help the advice cards as well. So the first one that we'll pull then, oh, and if you look at the air cards, no, fire cards, fire elements, sorry, they were pretty much all the same. It was uncanny. Anyway, we're going to invite my guide in to who I believe is my oversoul, higher self, and oops, awakening. So energetic upgrades, a new way of being. Also integration, integrating. So you're integrating into the great scheme of things. Brilliant. I was about to say something else, but then I just, whoops, my joystick's on fire. And I just realised that probably is presumptuous. Sorry. Filter, Rachel. Use a filter. Right. Now I'm going to ask for this oracle card on what my higher self actually feels about that card. One more shuffle. Oh, I want to do it one more time. Sorry. Better. So awakening, oh, look at the expanse of air. So the first thing that comes to my mind, I'll hold it up, is we've got this expanse of air. And you've got her floating up, she's awakening, it's an energetic upgrade. And then you've got this expanse of sea, to the sea. So let's have a look at that, because I can't quite remember what that is. Just quickly, I won't read it all out, but let's just have a look. 7, so 7 is time of reflection anyway. Being in the flow, returning to source, recognizing how pieces fit together, a natural pattern of events. So I'm going to take this about going in the flow, returning to source. It seems, you know, I just got the element, you know, kind of surrendering with surrendering to those kind of cognitive abilities where usually the ego takes place when it comes to, you know, sort of, with the air, it's concerned an awful lot with thoughts and ideas, articulation, you know, where actually what you're being asked to do is to kind of surrender to that. And in both these ways, go with the flow, let go of the ego. So, right, gosh, that's harsh love there, but I really do like it. Now we're going to pick the normal tarot deck. So, Cancer, how has your month been so far? Hoping it's been good. It's been quite... We had a retrograde quite early on, although we have retrogrades all the time. But it was, I feel like the last week has been really thick for us earth signs. But let's go anyway and start off with relationships, general, and career and finances. And the advice from my higher self on what cards need to be given to you for advice. Okay, split. Where you are now in relationships. Oh, where you are in general. Reset onto new things. So yeah, you are on a different path here. You're moving forward with the knowledge, cognitive knowledge that you have accrued, the wisdom that you've accrued using your sorry, get my words out, with your mind, conscious thinking, your understanding of your truth. You've accumulated that from all the life lessons in the past, and now you're moving forward. So that's really good, and that coincides with the awakening and go to the sea. So you might be having a choice with Pentacles in career and finance, or it could be moving to something which gives you a balance. Pentacles is primarily, how I see it, as something that is earthly rather than anything spiritual. So it's a very practical card because it's the earth signs. Pentacles, it is all about practicality. Okay, so the advice then, and I'll get to the Pentacles because I needed to see where you are and what you're going to understand that one. Okay, these are reverse, but I'm not going to worry about that just yet. Okay, so okay, so if this was advice, I kind of am going to do it both ways. I think that in career and financing, it's about moving slowly, because the Knight of Pentacles always moves slowly to the next phase. He's always very steadfast. This is, again, it's earth, so it's all very stable. And with the Knight, even though this can be classed as a fire sign as well, but this person seeks carefully where to plant, very conservative and hardworking, likes production and likes to produce and routine, and this person isn't in a hurry. So looking, you know, the advice is go slow, pick carefully, be diligent, and be wise. Now for general then, I see just justice here and truth. So where you've got the Ace of Swords, again, swords is all about ideas and thoughts and justice, articulating verbally, but it's also about the mind and as I say, about thinking what we think. So the advice here in general is to really have clarity of thought. Bring things that were in the subconscious mind, bring them to the conscious mind. So what I mean by that is, you know, sometimes we can walk around in a bit of a fog, but what this card says to me is, can you think in a oh god, what's the phrase I'm looking for? Okay, yeah, so I've got a little sign up in front of me, and as I was getting the table ready for today, I read it through and I thought, yeah, that's going to be used at some point today. It really stood out to me. It's from a film called Chaos Walking, and I'll read it out. The noise is a man's thoughts unfiltered, and without a filter, a man is just chaos walking. So in other words, as you're having thoughts, try to pass them through a filter. Otherwise, you are just letting rip with your feelings, your emotions and your thoughts. So if you were to go through the next week, I would say, okay, just because you think something doesn't necessarily mean it's right, doesn't necessarily mean it's accurate. You could be going off into paranoia, you can be going off into just overthinking stuff. Okay, so the noise is a man's thoughts that are unfiltered. So we need to get rid of that noise and be clearer with a filter moving forward. Okay. And sometimes it's about walking and just clearing your mind, full stop. I mean, you know, it's very cluttered. And I think that probably calming yourself, calming your thoughts, being very present, being aware of what you're thinking, how you're thinking, I think that would benefit you for the rest of the month. Okay, now looking at these two here, obviously the advice card is the 8, and this is kind of mastery. It's a very karmic card. It's about action, something coming in. 8 of Wands tends to be kind of a boom, growth, courage or desire, because the ones are all about sort of what drives us, the fire under our feet, you know, the power pack on our back. This is our driving force. So if the advice card are wands, then we are understanding what motivates us. And with the 8 is about accomplishing something. So it's asking you, go ahead, accomplish it or master it. And if you're in a karmic situation, deal with it, basically. Don't run away from it. But because we've got the Page of Pentacles in front, so Page of Pentacles, again, it's really about being practical. You're in a situation where you are either being asked to be practical, or you're feeling the need to be practical, or there's something in your life with family, friends and loved ones where you're in an area of practicality. So what do I mean by that? So with Pentacles, we're talking about the physical, material world. We're talking about family, health, your body. It's talking about beauty and property, things like that. It's about real earthly things that that we have to live with and deal with day to day. So when I look at that particular one, you've got security is the subject, probably needing confidence. He knows he's going to get there, but he's kind of a little bit in awe of the pentacle. And there's promises of things coming here, but the advice is accomplish it. So whatever is on your mind, you need to do, you kind of need to do it, because it is about mastering. Because the card after that is 9s, which is attainment, fulfillment, fruition, completion. So get going with it. Just get on with it. So for instance, if you're married, you're looking at the security that you have, you're not sure where it's going, are you in a good place? Whatever you're feeling at the moment, bearing in mind, quieten that mind of any form of insecurity, be strong in your determination, and understanding that what you've got is balanced, then you need to actually accomplish it. Okay, that force is coming into attainment next. Right, okay, gosh, that's a bit Cancer, sorry, that's a lot, wasn't it? Anyway, see you for the October readings. Bye.